In today's video, I'm going to be showing my 2021 desk setup. Now, I know it's halfway through the year, but I've finally been able to collect all the pieces to create a desk setup that I feel really comfortable in. As a PhD student, it's really important to create a space that you can feel super productive in, but also have some fun. So the first thing I want to talk about is my office chair. Now, right now I'm using the Ikea Markus office chair, and this chair has been such a huge improvement compared to my previous chair. For the past couple semesters, I was using a dining chair with a couch cushion as lower back support, and after a couple semesters, I realized that my back was really hurting a lot, and I decided to finally buy a proper office chair for my desk setup. Now, the Ikea Markus chair is really comfortable. It has a nice soft cushion, and it provides really good back support for my lower back. And you can see that it's tall enough where I can also support my neck and head as well. One of the cool things about the chair is that you can recline it at different angles. So when I'm trying to be super productive and get a lot of work done, I'll have the chair upright. But if I'm trying to relax, whether that's playing on my PS5 or watching some Netflix, then I'll lock it back and recline it. And I actually have an ottoman under my desk, so I can kind of perch my legs up there and I'll just relax on the Ikea Markus chair. I think for the price, the Ikea Markus chair is definitely the go-to, and it seems like a lot of people are recommending this chair if you're looking for something that's affordable but effective. And to protect the floors from the wheels, I picked up this plastic Ikea mat, and it does a great job. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my desk. So I did upgrade to a sit-to-stand desk. This is called the Airlift from Seville Classics. It was actually $100 off when we purchased it from Costco, so I think it came up to $300 Canadian. And I think for that price, this is a really good desk. Now, just by looking at it, there are definitely a few unique features about this desk. Number one, it has a tempered glass surface. And unfortunately, because it's tempered glass, it is a fingerprint magnet, and you definitely notice it after a while. Number two, because it is a glass surface, it kind of feels like you're studying on a mirror, and it's definitely really reflective when it gets sunny outside. So unfortunately, it doesn't really provide that clean, minimal aesthetic that maybe a wooden desk would provide. And I think having a large mouse mat to cover a good portion of the glass desk helps a lot. Now, some of the things that I like about the desk, it does come with a nice tray that you can put a lot of your stuff. So I have a lot of wires in here. And what's nice is that it comes with two USB chargers at the front of the desk. So if I need to charge my phone or my iPad, I can easily do it here on the desk rather than looking for a plug in the wall. Another downside of the desk is that it is a little bit on the small side. So you can see that it has my monitor, my PC, and my PS5, but it's definitely a tight fit. I do wish that the desk was a little bit bigger, maybe 20 or 30% bigger. Sometimes I do feel a little boxed in between the bookcase and the PC, but that's just something that I've grown accustomed to. So now let's talk about all the things that are actually on my desk. And let's start off with the PC. So this is the first PC that I've ever built. Great experience, and I highly recommend that if you guys have the budget, you definitely try building your own PC as well. But this PC is really good for all my productivity, gaming, and video editing needs. So when it comes to school, it can handle pretty much anything I throw at it. When it comes to gaming, I don't do anything too intensive, but it's enough to run something like Warzone pretty smoothly. And when it comes to video editing, I pretty much edit all my videos on the computer, and it's been a really smooth experience. I'll have all the specs of my PC on the video right now. And you can see that some of the parts are pretty good, but some definitely could be upgraded, like my graphics card. Overall, I really do like the RGB that's in my PC, and all I did was I purchased two red LED strips, put them inside my case just so I can add to the overall red and black theme of my desk. With that being said, this PC is my daily driver, and it pretty much meets all my needs. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the mouse, and I'm using the Logitech MX Master 3 series, and it's by far the most expensive, but the best experience I've had with a mouse. Now, a funny story is I initially purchased this for my dad for Christmas a couple years ago, but he never actually wanted to use it. So it's funny because I found this mouse just still in a box a couple years later, and then I just decided that, you know what, I already spent the money, I'm gonna take it for myself. And I'm really glad I did because the experience has been really, really good. Now, a couple things I really like about this mouse. Number one is that it feels really good. It's a big mouse, so it fills all the gaps you have underneath your palm. Number two, I really like how tactile and responsive the mouse clicks are. Number three, I think the scroll wheel is great. It's very smooth. And the scroll wheel on the thumb is also very versatile because when I'm editing videos, in Davinci Resolve, I can just go left and right on the timeline very seamlessly. And there's a lot of buttons on the mouse itself, and you can map these buttons to different functions depending on the application you're in. So I do think that there's a lot of versatility that the mouse offers. Obviously, I don't recommend everyone to buy this mouse. It's stupid expensive, but if you do have the budget, definitely go for it. Next, we're going to talk about my keyboard. So right now I'm using the HyperX Alloy FPS mechanical gaming keyboard. I think I got it right. And it's the first mechanical keyboard that I ever purchased, and I've been really loving the mechanical keyboard experience. It comes with Cherry MX switches, which are really tactile and clicky, and the board itself is a pretty good quality. Even though the backside of the board is plastic, the frame itself and the top side is made out of steel. So it's definitely a really sturdy board, and it has a bit of weight to it, which I kind of enjoy. The cable is also nicely braided. It has an overall black and red theme, which again, I've been loving, and it only has red LED lights, so it's not fully RGB, but I was completely fine with just having red LEDs. Now the keys themselves are very tactile and clicky, and they do provide a really great experience. But as you probably noticed, the one thing that I did do with my keyboard is I decided to change out the keycaps just because I thought that my keyboard deserved a bit of a facelift. So I purchased the HyperX white pudding keycaps, and I have to say this little change has made my keyboard look a lot cooler. I have seen a couple photos of the white keycaps against a black board, and I thought it looked really nice. And as you can see right here, I think it looks amazing. The white really contrasts nicely with the black, and the red light that bleeds through the translucent sides of the keys I think looks really cool. And overall, I think this is a really great way to mod your keyboard. And obviously it's nothing too expensive, but I think this is a great keyboard, and I'm really happy with the change that I made. Now, the newest thing on the desk right now is definitely the PS5. I actually just picked this up a couple days ago from Costco. I want to give a shout out to the Video Games Canada Discord server for giving me a notification that there was stock available. And I ended up buying the PS5 with the 2 controllers and Ratchet & Clank bundle. I got a chance to play Ratchet & Clank, and so far it's been super fun, and I am really happy that I decided to pick up a PS5. With that being said, the PS5 is connected to my LG monitor. I don't know the model name off the top of my head, but this monitor has been really great. It's only 1080p, so it's not 4K, but it is an IPS panel, so the colors come out really bright, and PS5 games do look really good on this monitor. The monitor itself is really nice. It's really big, so I have tons of real estate to open up multiple windows when I am trying to get work done. And I do recommend to have this monitor on a monitor arm because the monitor did come with a really big base that takes up a lot of space on the desk. So definitely try to hook it up on a monitor arm so you can save yourself a little bit of desk real estate. But other than that, not much to really be said. It has thin bezels. The monitor itself is not that thick, and I think it's a great screen. Now, a recent purchase that I made is actually this monitor screen bar from Quintus. I got this off Amazon for around 45 bucks, and I think this is a great solution for people who are looking for a really great desk lamp but don't necessarily have the space for it on their desk. So you can probably see my desk is definitely on the smaller side, and I noticed that desk lamps don't really offer a great way to illuminate the desk study space. Either that the light is too bright and it kind of hurts your eyes, or the light reflects off the monitor and it creates a bit of a glare. What's great about the monitor light is that you can put it on top of the monitor, and it provides this perfect amount of light that shines against the monitor and your entire desk. So during the night when I'm studying, all I need is this monitor light on, and I don't need any other lights in my room on. What's also great is that it saves a lot of space. I don't have anything on my desk, and it plugs right into the PC, so I don't have to deal with any additional wires connecting into the wall plug. Now, the monitor light has some unique features. You can turn it on and off with touch controls right on the monitor bar itself. You can actually change the warmth of the light, whether that's going from a bright white or to a warm yellow. And you can also change the brightness of the light itself, so you can actually dim it. Overall, I'm really enjoying the monitor light, and I'm really glad that I decided to pick it up. Now, in terms of a webcam, I picked up a pretty basic one off Amazon. This one only cost around $15 at the time. I look pretty decent in my video calls, which, as we all know, is very important during COVID. And it came with that nice little stand there so I can put it on top of my PC. Traditionally, it would be on top of my monitor, but because my monitor screen light is there, I decided to move it to the side. When it comes to speakers, I have these cheap Logitech ones. Now, they don't sound amazing. They just get the job done because sometimes I don't want to wear headphones when I'm listening to music or watching videos, and I just kind of want to lean back on my chair and not have anything on my head. So these Logitech ones pretty much just fulfill that purpose. Now, next to the speaker, I do have this wireless charging dock, which is useful because I can charge my Apple Watch, my AirPods, and my phone on it as well. As you can probably tell, the cutout for the AirPods was for the original AirPods and not for the AirPods Pro. So my AirPods Pro does sit on the charger a bit awkwardly, but it still gets the charging job done. With that being said, I think I've talked about pretty much everything in my desk setup. Hopefully this video has given you guys some ideas on how you can make your desk setup a little better. As a PhD student, because I spend all my time at my desk, I finally have a space where I feel super comfortable in, and I actually don't mind spending most of my day here in the corner of the room at my desk. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, it really helps me out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.